In the last videos, we covered very clearly about locate command and the find commands. Okay, all options like we discussed in detail. Sir, now, sir, another important concept we have to talk about what is the next command. What is the next thing we have to talk is compression. Okay, compression and uncompression of files. Compression and uncompression of files. Do you know, in our Windows terminology we can use the word zip, unzip, like, have you ever heard about that concept? Can you please confirm? Have you ever heard about that concept? Okay, sir, here just compression and uncompression of the files, like we have this concept. Okay, for this here we have to use multiple commands, but all these commands we will discuss for you in detail. Don't worry at all. What that is, sir, just observe a bit very carefully. We are going to use tear command next, and after that, what is this one? Can you please spell out? Everyone, can you please spell out what the command, what is the word I'm using? Gzip, gzip. Okay, next tear, gzip. Okay, next g unzip, g unzip. Okay, it is also known as gun zip, g unzip, gun zip. Okay, like next, sir, here can you please spell out b zip 2? What is this one? Bzip2, bzip2. It is also one command. Next, b unzip2, b unzip2, b unzip2. Sir, bun zip. Have you observed bun zip2, gun zip2? Okay, gun zip and bun zip2, like all these things are various commands we are going to use related to this topic, sir. Okay, compression and uncompression of files. What is the purpose of these commands? What every command is going to do, that part I will take care. Don't worry at all, sir. Sir, now my question is, suppose assume that I have 10 Linux Python books are available. Assume that, sir. 10 Linux books are available. Okay, like so all these books are available in PDF form, PDF format. Okay, I want to share these books to every person. Okay, for all the people I want to share by mail. Sir, can you please tell usually what we have to do? Yes, friends, can you please confirm usually what we have to take? Sir, we will create normal. Don't think about 10x and then commands level. What generally we are going to do in our day-to-day life? So we never going to share, sir, first file, second file, third file individually, like, because the problem is 10 files I have to make attachment to the mail. It is the problem. Next, in that I may miss some book also. Okay, like what I have to take care is we have to keep all these files inside a folder. Regarding inside a folder, we can take all these books, all these 10 books. We will create a zip file. We will create a zip file, or some people may use a rar file. We will create a zip file, or we can now we can send this a single zip file or rar file to the receiver, right? Okay, we will send this one a single zip file. Now the opposite person, what is going to do? He will perform unzip operation. And he will use the books. Correct or not? Please confirm, sir. These words, it is the day-to-day life. General, every day we are doing this type of activities, right? Okay, zip and then send. The person who is going to receive is going to perform unzip operation, and then he will use that. Correct, right? Ray, respond. Yes, is this type of thing? I hope you people may have idea about this. Yes, every day we are doing this type of activities, right? But what is the advantage? So instead of sending 10 books directly, if I provide in the form of zip file, can you please tell what are various advantages are there? Because it's a very common requirement in our day-to-day life, sir. Okay, like what advantages are there? Anyone, can you please tell? Yes, friends. Yes, can I use the word? Yes, it improves memory utilization. It improves memory utilization. Correct or not? Memory utilization, yes, because zip file is going to take very small, very lesser space when compared with original files as it is. Next, it transportation will become very easy or not? Okay, transportation will become very easy, because we are not required to send 10 books. We require to send only one book. Next, network reduces network traffic, reduces traffic in the network. Correct? correct, in the network, in the network, okay, like next, and after that, okay, next, do you know it reduces download times also or not? Yes, it reduces download times or not? Okay, because yes, because we are not downloading original files, we are downloading zip file, which is sir less, which is going to occupy lesser space. That's why, so it is going to reduce, like multiple advantages are there, okay, because of this compression and uncompression. That's why, so we are always, if you want to send a group of items, compulsory our hand is always going for create a zip file or create R file and then send, okay. Even in the Linux environment also, yeah, the part of admin activity or at the part of scripting also. So we have to group, we have to, yes, yeah, the part of admin activity most of the times, it is a very common requirement. It is very, very common requirement to pack, and compress, to pack and compress a group of files, to pack and compress a group of files, a group of files. It's a very common requirement, right? So we require to pack, we require to compress a group of files. So the main advantages may be to save memory, or to reduce the network traffic, or to reduce download time, or transportation to send this person to some other location. Anyway, it is a very, very common requirements are in our Linux environment, okay, like so how we can do that, this process, how we can do that? So we have to create two things, right? Two activities we have to do that, sir. I have to keep all those things inside a sir single file, and then I have to apply compression, okay, like in the Linux, this process involves, this process involves, do you know, so this process involves the following two activities, right? The following two activities, okay. This process is going to involve the following two activities, right? Array which two activities? Nothing, sir. So you have multiple files are there. So can you please create archive to group all those things as a single file? Okay, first one is creation of archive, creation of archive file, archive file. Some people may use archive, archive, anywhere, right? So what is the meaning of that? Is very simple, sir. Keep all those things inside a container. Are you getting? Keep all the files inside a container, inside a container. That container itself is nothing but archive file, okay. First activity you have to group, okay, like next, after that we have to apply compression algorithms. We have to apply compression algorithms, on the archive file, on the archive file. Remember this a bit very carefully, sir. We have to apply compression algorithms on that archive file. Everyone in the position to understand? Yes, friends, can you please respond? So two activities are there, sir. What is the first activity? We have to create archive file, something like all the files whatever there. Can you please group? Can you please group inside a container? Once you grouped inside a container, then we have to apply what? Compression algorithms on that archive file. That's all. This is two activities are there. So how you can do that, sir? First step, creation of archive file, okay. Creation of archive file, sir. So how we can do that for this, okay. Here just to take very special care, sir. We can group multiple files and directories into a single archive file by using which commands are tar command, okay. Remember what is the command we require to use? Tar command, okay. Tar means anyone, can you please tell what is the meaning of tar? Any abbreviation is there? Anyone, can you please tell? Tar. Ayo, what is the meaning of tar? Okay, sir. Here tape archive. Okay, tape archive like, okay, sir. Archive file. Are you getting? Tape archive. Okay, like, sir. Now observe T sir, AR TAR tar. Okay, T and AR. Just we are creating we are creating, sir, just the archive file. Remember a bit very, very carefully, sir. Archive like, so we can group multiple files. We can group multiple files under directories into a single archive file by using which commands are tar command. I hope you people are in the position to understand. Okay, so tar command means we have to create archive file. Once archive file is ready, what the next activity we require to take care is apply compression algorithms on that. But anyway, how you can create which command we require to use tar, how you can do that, that part I will take care. Sir, anyone coming from Java background, can you please confirm? Anyone, can you please coming from Java background? Java background. Yes. Anyone is there? Have you remembered? There is a concept named with the jar file in Java. Java archive. Regarding Java archive file, Java archive file, jar file concept is there like. So for to create a jar file, what is the command we are going to use? Jar-cbf, demo.jar, star, something like we are going to use. Have you remembered at our childhood somewhere you may heard in the Java, the people who are coming from. Okay, so can you please create all dot class files? Can you please convert into a jar file? Okay, like grouping all dot class files. Okay, like this is jar. So same way we require to use tar also. Okay, like so first command to create a tar file. To create a tar file, I want to create a tar file. What is the command we require to use is tar -cvf. What is that? Can you please tell what is the options? Please confirm. What is the options we are using? cvf, tar cvf, demo.tar. Okay, demo.tar. Sir, here file 1.txt, file 2.txt, and then file 3.txt I'm taking, sir. Okay, like sir, what is the meaning of this one is, can you please create this tar file with these individual files? Okay, can you please create this tar file with these individual files? Remember a bit very carefully, sir. It is not compression. It is not compression. Okay, like Manish, compression not yet started. We are just creating archive, a small container we are creating, sir. Sir, now here, what is the meaning of -c? C means create. C means create. C means create, sir. V means verbose. You can see internally which file is added. Like you can. Next, F means named file. So we are creating which file? Demo.tar. Demo.tar means named file. We are creating. Sir, C means create named file. So all intermediate steps also, can you please show which files are added, adding file 1, adding file 2, adding file 3. Okay, like you have to do that. Any doubt? Please confirm. What the meaning of CVF? C means create. Sir, F means named file. V means verbose. Which files are added? Can you please display to the terminal? Okay, like we have to do that. Okay, this is the first. R, very simple, sir. We can use like tar-cvf, tar-cvf, demo.tar. Can you please create a demo.tar file with a star? Star means what? Please confirm. What is the meaning of star? What is the meaning of star? Star means all, everything, sir. Star means what? All, everything, like all the files in the current directory, everything by default is considered as star. Okay, like you should aware. Any doubt? The things are very clear for you people. Not required to keep much explanation about this terminology. Okay, like but how you can do that part I will take care. Just don't worry at all. Tar will group directories also. Yes, files and directories, everything into a single zip file, into a single tar file. So Linux terminology is the tar, but Windows terminology is the zip. Remember, right? Of course, after tar we have to do some compression. Okay, like now my question is, yes, observe. Let me do this one, sir. Okay, let me execute up to this, sir. Here, just have a look once about this one. Okay, now my requirement is, observe carefully. Yes, there is something is there. Let me remove this. Okay, now I require some 3 files. What I have to take is man ls. Okay, file1.txt. Yeah, good. Sir, file1.txt contain manual page of ls command. Next, and after that man date command, sir, file2.txt. Okay, excellent. Next man, okay, next any other command, find command, just now we covered, sir, file3.txt. Okay, like, sir, now three files are ready. Correct or not? Can you please observe? Three files are ready. ls-l. Now these three files are ready. Okay, huge data is also there in these files. Okay, like, any doubt about this one? Can you please, how I created these files? Okay, now observe that how I created these files. It's very clear for you people, right? Now my question is, with these three files, can you please create a tar file? With these three files, can you please create a tar file? Yes, tar -cvf. Okay, demo.tar. Now my question is, sir, file1.txt, same command only. You can use this one. Okay, same command only I'm trying to use, sir. Okay, like, now take very special care about this one. Okay, let me execute. Yes, here why these things are coming? Because of verbose. It is optional. If you remove this one, if you remove this v, then this output won't come to the terminal. Remember this a bit carefully, sir. Sir, assume now tar file is ready or not? Yes, demo.tar came in the red color. It is ready. Any doubt? Are you getting? Now let me remove this file, sir. Let me remove this file. Okay, I removed this file. Now have a look once. So only three files are there. Now what I want to take is, this time I don't want to use -v option. Observe the difference. -v optional, sir, but these two are mandatory. Okay, -v are optional like, tar-cf demo.tar file1, file2, file3, like this I created. Now you are not seeing that output. Have you observed? Now we are not seeing that output. What is the reason for that is, -v we didn't use. Any doubt? Is the tar file is ready? Array, respond. Is the tar file is ready or not? Okay, well. Now I have one small doubt, sir. What is my doubt is, what is the size of this tar file? Anyone, can you please tell? The total size, assume that all these files, total size, okay, original values only we will save, sir. Okay, can you please open the calculator? Okay, calculator, I'm trying to open. Okay, now observe this. 82037 is the last file. 82037 plus, okay, here just observe plus, what is the next one? 6613 6613 plus, okay, 8230 is this one. What is this value, sir? Now I'm trying to, oh, one minute. Now what is the value? Can you please remember? 96880 these many bytes. 96880 these many bytes. Okay, like, sir, these many bytes occupied by these three files. Now my question is, this demo.tar, what is the size? Is it greater than, or less than? What about this one? Now my question is, what is the size? What is the size of demo.tar? This is my doubt. Okay, yes, remember that whenever we are creating same or less, okay, one option same, second option same or more, okay, third option same or less. Yes, among these, one option straightforward I can remove. Among these three options, which option I can remove? First one or second one or third one? Straightforward one option I can remove. First one or second one or third one? Okay, remember, majority of the people are going to feel, sir, so the second one you have to remove, like, straightforward third one I'm removing, sir. What is the reason for that? I didn't use any compression. I'm creating, so with these three files, I'm creating a container. That container is required some more space. That's why either same or more, because container also may require some more space. We created an archive file It is not compression. It is we created archive file. That's why. So that archive file also may require some space. That's why either same or more is the answer. Let me cross check. There is no here. Just observe ls-l. Okay. Observe carefully. The total size we got 96,880 only. 96,880. But here tar file is 1,02,400 bytes. Any doubt? Either compression happened or not happened? Please guide. Either compression happened or not happened? Yes, compression not happened. Not happened. But just we created one archive file. This file contain all these things. Remember this a bit very carefully about this terminology. Okay, like now my question is, okay, how you create a tar file? Can you please tell what is the command we use, sir, to create a tar file? What is the command we use? Please guide. I forgot. tar-cvf. Okay, demo.tar. And then file names, file1.txt, file2.txt. This is the command we use. Okay, file3.txt. Like now, my question is, I don't know, sir. I have one tar file. I got one tar file, sir. In this tar file, which files are there? I don't know. I don't know. Someone created a tar file and they provided to me. I don't know which files are there. How to find the names of the files? The names of the files. Okay, present in the tar file. Okay, now how to find to display okay, to display table of contents to display table of contents of tar file. To display table of contents of tar file, what is the way, sir? Tar hyphen, sir, here cvf. 1 minute, sir. Observe very carefully. To display table of contents means in the tar file, which files are there inside a tar? Which files are there? I want to know. So I don't want to create tvf. What is that? Can you please spell out? What is the option I use? T means T hyphen T means table of contents. Table of contents like sir, which file? Demo.tar. Remember this one, which file? Demo.tar. Okay, let me cross check, sir. Is this option is going to work or not? Sir, tar hyphen tvf. Okay, demo.tar I'm taking, sir. Now observe the now observe a bit carefully, sir. Inside demo.tar, these three files are there. Any doubt? Any doubt about this? Inside the demo.tar, these files are there. We didn't extract. Remember a bit carefully, sir. So inside demo.tar, which files are there? If you want to know, then we require to use. Okay, like clear? Clear for you people, right? Okay. Now I want to perform extraction. Okay. Can you please extract this tar file? Whatever files are there, can you please extract this tar file? What you require to do is observe carefully. Now I'm making mkdir dir1. I created one directory, sir. Can you please move this tar file to dir1? What is the command? Oi, mv demo.tar to dir1. Okay, can you please move? Yes, yes. Now, so our tar file is available inside dir1. Okay, dir1. Okay, now here tar file is there. Can you please extract this tar file? Are you getting? What is the next command we require to use to extract yeah, tar file, to extract contents of tar file? Okay, contents of tar file. What is the command we require to use? tar hyphen xvf demo.tar. X means extraction. X means extract something like we are performing extract rar file, extract zip file, then you are going to get our original files. Same tar hyphen. Can you please guide? I forgot the option. Respond. I forgot the option, please, because my memory power is very less. xvf. Okay, demo.tar. Now observe file1.txt, file2.txt, file3.txt extracted. If you want, yes. Now inside dir1, all these files came or not? Okay, so can you please extract? Original file will be there. From that, all these files also by default will come. Now, if you want to observe that, is the same sizes or not? Yes, friends. So, how you can create archive file? How to display contents of archive file? How to extract archive file? Up to this, any doubt? Yes, tar file is also normal file only. Nothing. Just only .tar extension. It is archive file. Normal. It is also just like a normal file. It is not so something like it is not directory. It is not link file. It is not block special file like. Next, so someone is asking, Manish is asking this question. Now, so you have to tell the answer for this. Okay, Manish doubt is, sir, this is the doubt Manish is asking. Is it mandatory to give .tar extension? What the answer you have to tell? Immediately you have to respond. Why you are waiting? Is it mandatory to give .tar extension? No, no. In the Linux, okay, it is not, the extension is not important. That's why no, not required. Okay, like, but good programming practice, better to use a tar. So simply by seeing, it is going to identify that it is a tar file. Okay, sir, here observe file demo.tar. Array, what is the type? What is the type of this file? Sir, POSIX tar archive. Okay, POSIX tar archive. Okay, like it's going to tell. Okay, good. Up to this, any doubt about how you can create a tar file? So what is the POSIX? Maybe some standard, Manish. By using mkdir, you can create tar file. mkdir command to create normal directories, not to create tar files. If you want to create tar file, compulsory you require to use tar command only. Okay, sir, can you please confirm? So I want to perform creation and compression. Up to that, creation of archive file completed. Okay, now after creating archive file, now second step is we have to apply compression algorithms on that archive file. That's about my requirement. Have you observed compression algorithms? So second step is apply compression algorithms on that archive file. Okay, I have to apply, sir. Okay, now first let me create archive file once. Okay, 1 minute. Here it is not there. rm-r dir1 I want to remove. Next tar, okay, -cvf, okay, demo.tar. Next file1.txt, file1.txt, file2.txt, file3.txt, like that's all. Sir, tar is ready. Now my requirement is apply compression algorithms for this tar file. Okay, like, sir, there are multiple compression and decompression algorithms are there, sir. Multiple compression algorithms are there. Okay, compression and decompression algorithms. Okay, like, there are multiple compression and decompression algorithms are there. Decompression algorithms are there, sir. Okay, are available. Okay, one is ggip. What is the first one? Ggip. Second one, sir, bgip2. Can you please observe carefully, sir? The first one is ggip, second one bgip2. Of course, still some more are there, but anyway, just basic idea sake, let me talk about these two things, right? So what is the first one? Respond. What is the first one? ggip. Second one, sir, bgip2. Two compression algorithms I want to talk. Okay, now compression and uncompression, compression and uncompression or decompression, any word you can use, no problem at all, sir. Here decompression, Okay, decompression by using ggip, by using first algorithms are ggip. How you can do that? By using ggip. Let me talk about this. Sir, very simple. Already tar file is there with you or not? Please confirm. Already tar file is there or not? Yes, already tar file is there. Now I have to compress. Okay, first to compress. Now to compress, what I have to take? ggip directly demo.tar. Okay. Now, hey, can you please apply compression algorithm for demo.tar? Compression algorithm for demo.tar. Okay. Let me use this one. Let me use ggip demo.tar. Let me use this one. Yes. Observe carefully. A new file will be created, sir. What is that new file? Demo.tar.gz will be created. Okay, remember this, sir. A new file will be created. Okay, like what is this file, sir? Demo.tar.gz. A new file will be created. Now my bigger question: what is the size of this file? What is the size of this file? So it is, do you know the original size, the original file, all the file sizes of 96,880 bytes is there. Okay, this is 96,880 bytes are there. This is the original file. Okay, original files size. Now this zip compressor version of tar file, is it less than this original or greater than this? Yes, friends, can you please confirm? Yes, can you please confirm? If it is same or if it is more, then the mean, there is no meaning of compression. Remember this one. If it is more or if it is the same, so there is no meaning of compression. We are telling it is the compression algorithm. Compulsory, the size should be less, should be very less. I'm sure should be very less because it's the compression, right? Okay, let me cross check. L, yes, hyphen L. Okay, now how much sizes are? 29,093 bytes only. Remember how beautiful it is. Clear for you people, right? So now what operation we did, sir? Just a compression. Okay, we created tar file and then we apply compression. Okay, like now, so you can send this compressed tar file to any person over the network. Okay, now the person who is going to receive, he will perform uncompression and so on. Can I? Clear, right? Okay, well, sir, now what that is? So now the receiver has to uncompress. The receiver has to uncompress. To uncompress, to uncompress this GZ file. This GZ file. How we can do uncompress. Okay, like now very simple, sir. What we have to take? ggip ggip, same command we can use. -d. What is the our zip file is, this is the file. Okay, you can use ggip -d means decompress. Okay, are you getting right? To decompress demo, this is -d option to decompress. Or instead of this, so there is a special command is there. What is that command? Here, g unzip. G unzip, then we are not required to use -d also. Okay, like now what I have to do is, array, I create a tar file and then I compress it. Now I want to send it to the receiver. Let me create one directory. Okay, receiver, like I created one directory, sir. Send this one to the receiver. Send this one to the receiver. Mv demo.tar.gz to receiver, like I'm taking. Yes. Okay, moved. Now in the receiver, let me go to receiver. Here I'm saying this one. Now, so this receiver want to use this one. First he has to uncompress. Correct or not? First he has to uncompress. What is the command we require to use? Please confirm. What is the command we require to use to uncompress? Sir, either this command or otherwise this one. G unzip. Okay. G unzip. Sorry. G unzip. Okay. G unzip. We can use this one. Unzip like now. Here observe. G unzip. G unzip. Sir, demo dot tar dot like. Now what happened? Now your original tar file is ready. Are you getting? Now your original tar file is ready. Once you got tar file, now I have to extract this tar file. Okay, receiver uncompressed. Now original tar file is ready. Now he has to extract. What is the command? Tar. What is the command? Tar hyphen xvf. Okay, demo dot tar. Okay, like now observe this. So all the three files are came. Everyone in the position to understand. So what is the sender job? What is the receiver's job? Okay, here just observe sender job. Can you please tell what is the sender job? Sender's job. Okay, create. What is the sender's job? Create tar file. Create a file. Next and after that, create a tar file. Next and after that, apply compression algorithm. Okay. Next, apply compression algorithm. Right. Compression algorithm. Okay, like compression algorithm. Like this is the sender's job, and then send this gz file. Okay, this is gz file to the receiver. Okay, like don't worry about this. I hope you can understand very easily. Any explanation is required about this? What the sender did? He created a tar file and then apply compression algorithm and then send this gz file, compressor file to the receiver. What is the receiver's job? Can you please confirm? What is the receiver's job? Respond. What is the receiver's job? Can you please confirm? Ayo. What is the receiver's job? He has to what is that? Apply uncompression algorithm. Next and after that, now we will get a tar file. Next, extract a tar file. Okay, that's all. So clear? Any explanation is required? What we did up to this? So how to create tar file? You know how you can create a tar file. We know. Like next and after that, sir, after creating tar file, what is the next one we did? Sir, we compressed and then we send that compressed file to the receiver. Now the receiver, sir, perform unzip operation, and then he can extract from the tar file. Clear, right? Maybe Nirmal, by default, it may consider default creating the file name. Okay, like, yeah. Sir, this is how you can, up to this, which algorithm we use? Can you please confirm? Up to this, which algorithm we use? Compression and decompression, which algorithm, sir? So, gzip. Are you getting gzip algorithm, right? Same commands for the bzip2 also. Nothing will be there, friends. Compression and decompression by using bzip2 algorithm. Okay, remember this one. bzip2 algorithm. Okay, like how you can do this one. Okay, what is the way, sir? So I want to compress. I want to compress this. So first step to compress. Okay, first to compress tar file. To compress a tar file, what is the thing we require to use is bzip2 demo.tar. Now sir, file will be created. Which files are demo.tar? bzip2 file will be created. Okay, this is the compressed file. Remember this one, sir. Okay, let me cross check this. Let me cross check. Let me go to this location. Okay, here tar file is not there. First, let me create a tar file. Tar -cvf. Okay, file 1.txt. tar-cvf file 1.txt. 1 minute. ls. Okay, here just observe that tar hyphen cvf file 1 dot txt. Why it's not supporting? Am I doing any mistake? File name your correct. cvf demo.tar file 1 dot txt. Okay, file 2 dot txt. Next file 3 dot txt. Yes. Okay, my tar file is ready. Okay, now observe, tar file is ready, sir. Now I have to use, so second compression algorithm bzip2 bzip2 demo.tar bzip2 demo.tar. Now observe that. Now have a look once. Yes, this file got created or not? Yes, friends. Have you observed? Yes, this file got created. Sir, how much compression happened? Let me cross check. L, yes, hyphen L. Okay, 25,281 bytes. But earlier, how many bytes? Earlier one, how many bytes? 29,000. But this one is 25,000 only. More compression happened because of this bzip2. Okay, like now this zip file you can send it to receiver. This zip file, can you please send it to receiver? Receiver 2 mkdir receiver 2. I'm taking, sir. Okay, now here observe mv demo dot sir to receiver 2. I'm trying to take receiver 2 I'm trying to take. Now observe that. Yes, moved this one. Okay, let me go to receiver 2. Okay, here just have a look once, sir. Ls. Okay, now sir, this one is there. Now he has to perform, receiver has to perform how many operations? Please confirm. Respond. How many operations a receiver has to perform? 2 operations. First operation, decompress and then extract. Okay, now so how to do decompression? Okay, second one, to decompress. To decompress bzip2 file, bzip2 file. How you can do that, sir? Very simple, very simple. What is the command we require to use is b unzip2. What is the command name? Please confirm. What is the command name? b unzip2. b unzip2 followed by this bz2 file. B, sir, this is the bzip2. Now b unzip2. Okay, like let me take bunzip2. Okay, something like gunzip. So bunzip2. Okay, like I'm taking. Now observe, sir. Here have a look once. Now tar file is ready. Now tar file is ready. Sir, what is the size of this tar file? Original size. Have you observed? Original size. Sir, size. Tar file is ready. Now I have to extract tar hyphen xvf. Okay, demo.tar. Now observe that all these 3 files my receiver is going to get. Everyone in the position. So to understand, right? Yes, bzip2 hyphen d may not. Can you please cross check? It may or may not. Okay, like so. What about sir? How you can use these compression algorithms? It's a very clear for you people, right? Okay. What to do if we apply compression algorithm 2 times on the same file? Normal, better. Is this one is going to do that or not? Can you please cross check? Again, compression on the compression file. Okay, or for the next 2 level compression, maybe special algorithms may be available. Okay, so how many activities we did, sir? Step 1, we created creation of archive file. What is the command? What options are there? Clear. Next, apply compression and decompression algorithms on that archive file. Any doubt? So how many compression algorithms we covered? Sir, gzip and bzip2. Okay, like which commands are there and so on. It's a very clear. Sir, now I have one small doubt, friends. Observe very carefully about this one. Legend, more concentration must be required here. So now, first, I want to send, I have multiple files are there. I want to send it to some X person. What I did, sir? We created, first step, we created tar file. we create a tar file, and then apply compression algorithms, compression algorithm. Okay, like we applied, right? Now this is the two activities we did. Okay, similarly, what the receiver is going to do, what the receiver did is what the receiver did is, okay, receiver first performing what he has to perform. Receiver has to perform, can you please confirm? So uncompression uncompression, and then so just extraction, and then extraction. Okay, like he has to do, correct, right? So sender has to do two activities, so two commands he has to execute. Two commands he has to execute. First command is tar command, second command is ggip or otherwise bzip2, ggip or otherwise bzip2, we have to apply. Similarly, receiver has to do two activities, either g unzip g unzip, or otherwise b unzip2. Okay, like he has to apply, and then sir tar command he has to do. Okay, now my question is, if both activities can be done in a single command, it will be good or not? Array, creation of tar file and apply compression, both activities in a single command, it will be good or not? Yes, it's too good. Why we have to do two activities? Similarly, if these two activities will be done in a single command, it will be good. Yes. So how to create tar file and compress in a single command? Okay, how to, here just how to create a tar file and compress in a single command. I want to do that both activities in a single command. Okay, how that possible, sir? So first one is by using ggip algorithm. Okay, assume that by using ggip algorithm, right? What is my question is, observe very carefully. To create tar and then compress, sir, to create tar and then compress. Okay, now I'm using tar command -cbf demo.tar file1.txt, file2.txt, file3.txt. Can you please tell, is it going to fulfill my requirement? Please confirm. Is it going to fulfill my requirement? Yes or no? To create tar and then uncompress and then compress, is it going to fulfill my requirement? No, just we create a tar file, man. Where is the applying compression algorithm? But now can you please do the compression also at a time? cvzf. Okay, remember this one. There is one option I'm using, sir. What is this option? Z option. So Z option, whenever we are using, automatically compression is going to be happen by using ggip algorithm. Remember this carefully. If it is the second algorithm bzip2, then we require to use a J symbol. Okay, Z symbol for ggip, J symbol for bzip2. Okay, like just away. If you use this one, now tar file created, compression also happen simultaneously. Now have a look once. Okay, go back. Okay, I'm in the desktop. Okay, file1, file2, file3, no tar file, sir, no tar file. Okay, now let me use this command. Okay, tar -cvzf demo.tar file1.txt, file2.txt, file3.txt. Observe, yes, demo.tar created, but internally compression is also happen. Where is the proof for that? ls-l. Getting? Sir, what is the size by default I'm getting? 29,084. Compression is happened or not? Can you please confirm? Compression happened or not? Yes, happened. If the compression is not happened, then its size is 1,04,000 bytes or something like that. But now 29,000 bytes only. Compression is happened perfectly. Okay, this is how you can perform creation of zip file, zip file, right? So Z option will do compression automatically. Okay, like now I have to send this file to the receiver. Okay, mkdir receiver 3 I'm taking, sir. Can you please create? Now I have to send here, observe, mv demo.tar receiver 3 I have to send. Okay. Now let me go to receiver 3. Okay, LS. Demo data tar is available for him. Now he has to, sir, earlier, how many activities this person did? Earlier, how many activities he did? So first he has to perform unzip operation, and then he has to perform extraction. Correct, right? Extraction. So uncompression and then extraction. But now, so here, just so what I have to take here to uncompress or decompress, and then extract in a single line, sir. Tar command hyphen xvf demo.tar. So now observe this. Is this command is going to fulfill my requirement? No, no, because we have to uncompress. We have to decompress. We didn't. That's why which option we require to use? Z. Remember that. Okay. For the first algorithm, Z is the option. For the BGP2 algorithm, J is the option we have to use. Beyond that, nothing. Remember this. Now, let me use this one. Okay. Observe. Yes, here. Yes. All the files are ready or not? This one is the more easy. Instead of doing two activities, how to compress, how you can compress and decompress. Okay. And how to create tar file and compress in a single command. Clear, right? So Nirmal, compulsory. If the sender is sending some zip file, compulsory. So receiver should aware which type of compression is used. He is getting from somewhere else. That's why it should be aware. Okay, like next second algorithm. Okay, I don't want to use gzip. Second algorithm we have to use. How to find whether file is compressed or not? Just the file. File is the command. File is the command. Just I will show Manish. Here observe that. What is the second algorithm? Just I copy pasted. What is the second algorithm? B. I respond. What is the second algorithm? BGP2 algorithm. BGP2 algorithm. Okay, like so everything is the same, sir. We require to use which options are, I forgot. Anyone can you please remind once? I forgot. Which options are I told already, but I forgot because my memory power is very, very less. You know already. I told multiple times. Okay. J, J, J option we have to use. So here, do you know? So can you please, sir, use J option. Now creation of tar file and then compression, everything is going to be happen. J option. Okay, like let me go back here. Yes, I'm not having any tar file. Now let me paste my command. CVJ. Observe carefully. Yes. Here see, demo.tar is ready. So Manish, you are asking by using which algorithm? What is this one? File, demo.tar. Okay, now observe that. It is a BGP2 compressor data, block size 900K. Nirmal, observe that. File command is going to tell by using file command is going to tell. So by using which BGP2 compressor data, like it is going to tell. Is it compressor file or not? Okay, like now mkdir receiver 4 I'm taking, sir. Now send this file compressor file to receiver 4. mv demo.tar receiver 4. Yes, observe that. Let me go to now no more demo data. Let me go to receiver 4. Okay, here observe that demo data tar file is there. Now he is the responsible to uncompress and then extract, to decompress and then extract. What is the symbol we require to use? Please confirm. What is the symbol we require to use? Because it is a BGP2 algorithm. BGP2 algorithm J. Okay, tar hyphen x vjf demo.tar. Okay, tar hyphen x vjf demo.tar. Okay, now observe all the three files are ready to use for the receiver. Any doubt? So first, for easy understanding sake, I told first we have to create, first we require to create a tear file, and then we have to create tear file and then apply compression algorithm individually. But instead of doing separately, better to combine both activities by using single command. Okay, like what is that options like? It is the clear. How to create tear file and compress in a single command. If you are following ggip algorithm, Z symbol we require to use. If you are following bzip2 algorithm, then J symbol we require to use. That's all. Any doubt? So don't feel these are the only algorithms are available. There are multiple other algorithms are also available, friends. Multiple other algorithms also available. Okay, like normal bzip2, ggip. What is the what these full forms? I'm not sure. Just go through the Google if you want this algorithm information. Clear? Any explanation is required up to this? Okay, so but anyway, once you are start practicing, then you people are going to get idea just by simply listening. I don't think. Okay, now there is one small requirement, sir. Okay, a small use case I want to tell. Use case, observe that use case. Backup. Can you please take backup of total user home directory? Because total user home directory I want to take the backup, sir. Assume that this is about my requirement, right? Total user home directory. Can you please backup? Can you please backup this one, sir? This is about my requirement. Like, sir, what I have to take here is here. Listen a bit very carefully about this. What I have to go for? What I have to go for? Let me go to user home directory. Now I am in the user home directory /home/Durga. Like, now here, if I consider there are multiple files and directories are there, sir. Okay, here multiple files and directories are there. I require backup of all these things. I require backup of all these things, right? What I have to take is here very simple. Sir, let me take the backup file. Sir, what I have to take there, hyphen cvjf. Can you please create a jar file? Okay, like so now my name of the backup data tar. Yes, with what thing? Star means what? Star means what? Okay, everything present in the current working directory, all files and directories. Okay, like now creation of tar file and the compression, everything is going to be happen. Okay, let me sir here execute this command. From where, sir? From the user home directory. Now here have you observed -v option also I'm doing, right? Don't worry, it is taking some time because maybe the file size is more. Like, don't worry at all. It will take some time. Yes. Even it is adding these tar files also, because already backup file itself is the tar file contain another tar file. It is taking some time. Don't worry. Tar to tar, it is taking some. My system. Yes, performance of ggip is performance of ggip is more when compared with bzip2, but more compression you can expect with the bzip2 algorithm. Okay, like let it do, sir. It will do. Now observe carefully, sir. Here in the case of ggip, ggm, okay, performance is good, performance is good, but less compression power, remember this one. But bgip2, sir, if I consider bgip2, okay, sir, performance is less, but more compression power. Okay, reverse, more compression power. We already saw. So this one practically clear, right? Yeah, is it happened completed or not? Yes, it's keep on doing. Okay, because huge number of files and directories are there in my system. That's why it's taking too much time, it seems. Okay, nothing, Nirmal. That is the option to be recognized by kernel. Okay, that's all. Sir, now this backup data tar file got created. Assume that it is going to be created. Don't worry at all. Now what I have to take is, let me create mkdir new home. Okay, new home, like just can you please create, can you please backup data tar. Okay, backup data tar. Okay, can you please move to new home directory? Okay, I move it to new home directory, this backup file. Okay, let me go to new home directory, in that I want to sir decompress, and then extract. Can you please tell what is the last command I have to use? What the last command I have to use? ah I have to decompress, and then extract. Sir, tar hyphen xvf backup dot tar. Okay, like but here one special symbol we require to use. What is that special symbol, sir? J. Remember, one special symbol we require to use, J symbol, which is the responsible to perform, okay, like what we call decompression, and then extraction. Both the things are going to be happen. Yeah, thank God, existing with failure status due to some previous errors or something like it is. Don't worry at all, sir. Now have a look once. Yes, okay. Is the backup data tar file got created? Assume at what time it got created, sir. Backup data tar. Okay, here yes, it got created, right? Backup data tar, it got created. Now let me go to, sir, mkdir my home 2. Okay, my home 2, like this I'm taking. So now mb backup data tar file, okay, my home 2, like this I'm taking. Okay, like can you please move now my home 2? Okay, like now here observe that this one is there, tar hyphen xvjf backup data tar. Yes, it's going to perform, sir, extraction, and the uncompression is going to be happen, sir. Now actually here more number of files are there in my home directory. That's why it is taking this much time. That moreover I use bgip2 algorithm. Performance wise not up to the mark. That's it. So this is about what is the meaning of how you can do that. Ketan, it won't work. By using which algorithm we compressed? By using the same algorithm we have to perform decompression. By using which algorithm we compressed? By using the same algorithm we have to perform decompression. Reverse not possible. Okay, there is no guarantee it's going to work. 1 minute, it may take some time, don't worry. So how you can create backup of your system? How you can take backup of your file system? Now is the clear? even with the compression also. Yes, friends. That's it. It's taking some time. Don't worry. Only for the tear files, it is taking more time. Next, this video file, a huge size. This my underscore vid mp4. It is a huge size file is there, video file. That may be another reason. Okay, tear files is taking some time, and then these files, because yeah, almost completed. Again, mp4 file came. Okay, like it is taken. Yeah, that's all. So it will complete. Don't worry at all. So this is about how you can perform compression and uncompression of files. What is the terminology related to? Sir, Linux tear is the terminology, but in the Windows we are always going to use zip file, rar file. Okay, like but here we require to use a tear file concept. Yes, completed. Now here, if you want, you can cross check. This is in your user home directory. Whatever there, everything will be there here. You are getting in the user home directory. Whatever there, everything will be there in this directory. Remember this one, sir. So here, yes, everything is there. Just copied all these things. Clear, right? Okay, rm-r my home 2, just let me remove because unnecessary my system is so like have you observed the file sizes? If you observe, why it is taking that much time? Yes, mp4 file is there. Okay, how much size is there? It is a huge. This is the bigger problem. This is one problem. Why we are taking this much time? Next, and after that, here same file with the just a rename, three times it is there. Three times it is there, sir. Okay, like next, is there any huge size file? Nothing. So because of those files only, it is taken too much time. Okay, like next here, there is one more is there. Okay, maybe. Okay, are you seeing anywhere backup like? Yes, here have you observed backup folder is there? Because of this backup folder also, cd backup folder. Now observe that ls-l. Yes, here each file, how much size is there? Each file, how much size is there? Because of this, sir, it took too much time. Clear, right? That is the reason it is taken. That's why let me remove that backup also. Otherwise, maybe sometimes my system memory wise it may be the problem. Next, and after that, yes, okay, don't worry, that's all. So this is how you can perform compression and uncompression of files. What is the tear command? What is the gzip command? What is the gunzip command? bzip2 command, bunzip2 command? Is that clear for you people? Any doubt about these commands? Okay, right, sir, thanks.